every time that you walk through the door. I'm hit by the same old side, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you. And I find the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on. And we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment.
Hi YouTube family. Okay, today I am back in the bathroom and I have a few things that I want to tackle in this room today. One, which I forgot to mention in yesterday's video, is this door. Second thing is I'm hoping that I can get the feet on the Clawfoot tub today. I have some, engineering to do to be able to make that happen, because I'm hoping that the legs that one of our YouTube family members sent me will be the perfect height and match to the ones that we already had, because I have 2 claws and 2 of the like stubby ones that I already had. And we're gonna make those 2 pairs hopefully match and work together. So I picked something up to hopefully help in aiding that. And then I'm also want to move the shower curtain rod that we were showing in yesterday's video up higher. So that's gonna be a little bit tricky because we're in for like a 4-day storm. So we spent all of yesterday and today preparing for that, which I'll show you a few things. And I didn't want to drive an hour and a half to go get something to be able to make the end threaded. So I have a different idea. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. But I wanna show you something amazing before we get to that. So over the past couple of weeks, I've gone to a couple of thrift stores with Philip's mom while we've been out on other excursions doing different things. And I've been searching for a small little stool that can sit kind of kitty corner to the bathtub that we can put soap on, maybe little candles, maybe a hand towel. I don't know, like just a little aesthetic thing to kind of have on the rug by the bathtub there. And I have been completely unsuccessful. But the other day, Dayton came home from school and he had done something absolutely incredible for me. And I want to show you. He's going to show you what he did.
Mom was looking for a bench, so I decided in tech class that I would make her a little footstool.
So Dayton made this for me in his shop class.
I used drills to put these legs and stuff together. I used a bandsaw to cut them all to the right sizes. And this is all made out of scrap wood.
So he upcycled wood that they had in a scrap bin at school. So today Dayton's gonna screw on the top 3 pieces. He just ran out of a little bit of time at school, so those are just sitting on top, but the rest of it, he's adhered it all together. And then he's going to fill in any of the holes from the scrap that were there before he used it with wood putty. And then he's gonna decide if he's gonna paint it or stain it or what he's gonna do to finish this up. And we're going to display it here in the bathroom, somewhere over here, kitty corner on the rug. But sweetest ever. And you had a lot of fun making it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dayton's been loving shop class at school, but look at his incredible stool he made me. Something else that I'm going to have Dayton help me with this morning, and we actually need our YouTube family's help. So if you have grandchildren or if you have children of your own, we need you to listen carefully because we need your help, and we need your help probably before Sunday. So today is Thursday and we would need your help before Sunday. And your help will mean that you need to send me a video, and we're gonna explain all of the details and why we need your help, because it's pretty exciting. It's exciting times here at the English house this week.
Last week, I did a science project on how screens can affect your health, and I need your help with the final steps. So I need you to submit a video of unplugging your kids' devices and seeing if they want 5 more minutes or are they done.
So why do you need help? Because you already submitted your science fair project.
Because I got 3rd place, so I'm moving on to regionals. So I need to add a little bit extra to be able to go to the next step.
Okay, so what we need you to do is Dayton's project. he had to come up with a catchy title for his project, and his project, he decided to call it Just 5 More Minutes, which I thought was very catchy, because you know that when you're on a device, whether you're watching TV or playing on an iPad or Switch, or you're playing, your Xbox or whatever, and mom says it's time to get off, and you just always wish you could have 5 more minutes. And the whole premise of his project is that he wants to be able to show how being on screens too much can affect your health. And so he's done so much research, and he did such a great job that he's gotten 3rd place at his own school. And so now he moves on to the next level, which he wants to add something to his experiments and surveys and things he's already done. And so what he needs you to do is he wants you to film your child or grandchild, with their parent permission, obviously, using their device. And then unexpectedly, while you're filming them, you're going to pull the plug, either pull the power cord or turn off the internet, filming the reaction that the child has when they no longer have the device running. And then after you can film their reaction, you want to ask them, did you want just 5 more minutes? How did it make you feel when all of a sudden your device was no longer working and no longer going? Because I think they're going to be pretty shocked, because usually they play for a certain amount of time and the power just doesn't cut off, right? So that is going to be part of an experiment that Dayton's doing. So keep in mind that this video will be played on an iPad sitting at the table at Dayton's convention that he's going to this week coming up. He's there on Tuesday. So if you can submit your videos to my Instagram direct message or to me on Facebook, I'll put some of the information down in the description box, but keep the videos short. We're going to edit them to make sure that we can put a bunch of different videos together in a little clip that he's going to play on the iPad. And then also know that, fingers crossed, it might actually get played again when he goes to like a Canada-wide. He's hoping he can get to the next step. So we need your help to extend the experiments that he's already done.
I thank you all in advance for sending your lovely clips, and I hope I get to move on to the next round, and I'll update you in about a week.
In yesterday's video, I explained that I thought that this shower stall just looked too short. And my issue was that both ends of these on the post here are threaded. So there's a threaded end there and a threaded end there. I do not want to drive for 2 hours to go somewhere to pick up something to be able to rethread that. And so today I'm going to try to solve this problem by using something that I have here at home. And we're going to raise this up so that it's maybe only 4 or 6 inches from the ceiling. I think it would look so much more grand if I do that. It's going to make a huge impact in this room. So although I'm going to backtrack and have a few holes to fill on either side here, back here, I think in the end it's going to be so worth it. And it's just something that I know is going to drive me absolutely bonkers if I don't do it, because I'm going to think it's just something else on the to-do list of like, oh, maybe I'll change that one day when I have time. Well, while I have all the supplies out and I have the bathtub not totally completed yet, I'm going to do that. Dayton's in here working with me anyways today. And so I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to take that down and use something to shorten that. I think bolt cutters. I'm going to cut this with bolt cutters, and then I'm going to use something to be able to glue it into that spot. So in order to move this, we need to remove it. And then we have to go find bolt cutters.
I know where some are. I think I saw some in the living room.
Oh, those are vice grips. Mommy was using those.
Ah.
Bolt cutters will be in the garage. Now you have our YouTube family members wondering why we have vice grips in the living room.
Shall not know.
They shall not know. It is not time, is it, Dayton?
No.
We have secret projects on the go, don't we?
Yep, so stay tuned.
Secret projects in lots of spaces right
Press
now.
the bell so you're notified on the next video.
Good job, Day. It's fun to have secret projects, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to lose those 2 screws.
Because then you have reason to do shameless self-promotions.
Yep, you're right. Okay, so we're gonna leave that on there. We're gonna unscrew this. And this is where we need to cut at the top there.
Yeah.
Okay,
you want me to grab that? You can step down and
Yeah, you can take that. I'm gonna pull this side out. I think I can do it. Okay, one side down. Okay, we don't really actually. Oh! Yay! We did it!
Is that supposed to happen?
We did it.
What'd you do?
I did it. Okay, so those need to get moved up. And then that spot will be the same, in theory, I think. Maybe not because of the mansard roof. We'll have to figure that out when we get there. Okay, off to find bolt cutters. I'm worried that we're gonna lose power over the next couple of days because I have a whole bunch of things that I wanna do. Some outside, many inside. And I would like to have power to be able to do them. Looking for bolt cutters. Mission accomplished. All right, let's go. And we had a delivery of one of our next outdoor projects out on the lawn this morning when we got up.
Hey, did you get those bolt cutters from the living room?
As soon as I said that we had vice grips in the living room, I was like, oh my, our YouTube family members would be like, what is she up to if she has vice grips in the living room? I might be working on something in the living room. I also might be working on something in the kitchen while I'm working on the bathroom while I'm planning the barn. And some outdoor projects.
And some fencing and some outdoor projects and some things that you didn't see and that's going to be a garden.
Oh, and a bunch of 9 packages just showed up to the front lawn today for an outdoor build.
Maybe some shelving going in the greenhouse.
That's not even the boxes. All right, enough of the heat in Elysia out this morning. Okay, so I have this circle that needs to screw to the ceiling, which I just removed. This is the long post, and what I was saying, it's threaded on one end, threaded on the other. I know, there is a thing. I can get a tool that will help me to make a new thread. 2 hours away from where I live.
Yeah,
So
it's far.
It's not happening
No.
in a pending freezing rainstorm. So we're gonna,
And because of the truck, we have some JB Weld.
because of the blue truck, which is now my white truck, we have JB Weld. So what I'm gonna do is I'm in my bathroom with bolt cutters and JB Weld.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, and we're going to shorten this. We're making this more grand. We're going full grand mode. And so what I want to do...
I just like to say, it did look nice coming in the way you had it, but I agree. I think if it's a little taller and then it flows better and it hangs taller, it'll look more grand.
I think so.
The
It was
ceiling's
a little
just-
short.
It was a little short.
But so are we. So like, I mean,
Yeah.
we're pretty lovable.
I was just about to say, the ceilings are really tall, but they're like normal height, but we're just short.
Like we're house hunting, like, we need a house with tall ceilings, 8-foot ceilings. These ceilings are really
Wow,
tall!
this room's massive.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna measure how long I want this because it isn't a perfect science. I just need it to be taller than the frame of the actual window.
Yeah, why would you?
Why would I measure? And measuring tape's probably where one of my other projects are.
Yeah, don't
So
wreck it.
I'm going to just bolt cut it, I'm saying like a hand length.
Everyone does that.
Okay, and then we're gonna... Did it. Okay. Perfect. It's the perfect length.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is, this will thread through. We were worried that when the threading was gone that it wouldn't fit into that hole, but it does. But I think I'm still going to just JB weld it on the back side, and then I'll be able to not see any of it on the front side. It'll still look nice and clean. And I have scratched a little bit of my spray paint, but I will fix that. So luckily, well, I mean, we did happen to buy the JB Weld for another purpose of today's project, because we're getting the feet, hopefully, on the Clawfoot. So I'm glad these have a little twisty lids because I'm gonna just use a tiny bit of it right now, mix it, and then we'll be able to use the rest of it to put the feet on. Because we are going to bolt the feet on how they're intended to be put on, but we're also going to JB Weld where we're bolting them on, because the application to put the feet on for the ones that were sent to me are slightly different than the ones that are already on it. And we just want to do extra due diligence that we're not sitting in the tub full of water and then the legs fall off, just in case. All right. I only really need a little bit of this, right? Like,
Yeah.
a little bit half black, 50% white. And then we're gonna mix it together and we're gonna shove it in there.
Do you feel like you're doing auto repairs in your bathroom?
I like doing auto repairs. I mean, I don't want to do any on my new truck, my new to me truck, because it's working beautifully. But I do like doing auto repairs when things need fixing. I love doing a new skill or like learning something new. Like putting a floor in that other blue truck was so much fun because I'd never done that before. It's like me icing a really small little cake.
With a screw.
That's how I make all the cakes I make for you.
I know it tasted like it.
Probably. It really just needs to be in there. Doesn't really have to be very fanciful. How long do I have to stand here? Is this another 48-hour thing?
Yeah. I swear, just 20 minutes.
I'm just gonna put a piece of tape on the backside and then it won't pull through. We've just removed the faucet and we're going to roll over this incredibly heavy bathtub.
I just remembered how heavy it was.
We're gonna put them onto some pillowcases because we just don't want, just by chance, because we do have a lot of our like reno stuff we're using right now behind here. We don't want anything to scratch the tub we worked so hard to fix over the past couple of weeks. And so we're gonna roll it over here and then we're gonna see what's underneath for us to kind of look at how we're gonna adhere these legs. Oh, look how pretty she is inside. Oh, look at that tub, YouTube family. Work of art. It's a work of art.
It's something.
After this much work, it's a work of art. Well, my predictions were correct after all that sanding that the tub is actually, or was actually at one point red. This is pretty cool. Looks like it's been a few colors. This is what how the legs go on. So I'm gonna go get our legs and go get the legs that were sent. We're gonna see how we're gonna do this. Okay, so these were sort of like the elephant legs. The chunky rounded legs that I had. And these are the beautiful Clawfoot that she sent me. And I'm so excited about them. I have not made them gold yet. I wanted to make sure that we could put them on first before I did anything to them. So we're just gonna see how they're gonna go on because this is how these ones go on. Just the shape is what I'm trying to kind of show you here. And then this is what the back side of mine look like. So you can see very different in shape. So we're gonna have to kind of figure this out. It's gonna take some brain power, I think, to figure out how we're gonna make these go into these spots properly. All right, so we currently have both feet completely level where we have them in place right now, but we don't have the bolts. So Philip's gonna actually put a hole back here that we can put some bolts into, and then we'll be able to bolt it just the same way as the other ones, and we have this completely level. We're just gonna fuss with it just a tiny little bit, but we have like a hair difference in the height, and we're gonna just correct it when we put the bolts on, and then we'll be able to have this perfect. It's working! Okay, we have an hour and 15 minutes before the hardware store closes. Let's go. We seem to have managed to figure out how we're going to do this, and by we, I mean Philip. And
It was teamwork.
it's teamwork. So what we're doing is we just got back. We ran to Home Hardware.
You got
And
new hardware.
New hardware.
Yeah, which is good and it fits. This one's on. It needs to be tightened up, but it's on. And for the new legs, to get it level, we figured the best way to do it, that's almost dead knots. That's perfect. So we're going to screw a hole through here. And then we're going to use our new hardware and it'll be fastened just like the old legs. And then we don't have to worry about the tub collapsing and then us falling through the floor.
We were going to use the JB Weld in addition to our other idea, but Philip actually was able to figure out a way better idea and a safer idea on how to do this and make this work. Now, again, I haven't made the claw feet gold yet, but that's okay. I think we're just going to get them on there and then we'll figure out what we're going to do because, well, we're kind of getting them on there. We did have to get a metal bit to be able to drill the holes through the back side of these claw feet, and that was something else we just picked up here. All of the bolts that were on here were very sketch. This one's in a U. And so we managed to find basically the exact identical new aged hardware to be able to make this work.
hope so. I really do.
This is gonna be so rewarding. To know that we figured out how we can use the legs. Philip is amazing. Look at this. We have it so level, as level as possible, going this direction. I'm gonna show you the legs in a second. Now we gotta level the other way. And here we are, we have our legs on. Okay, so only difference is because these legs adhere in a different way. As you can see that right here, we have a little bit of an air hole, but it's attached, like there's the metal post that goes that way. So it's just a spacer because the original legs had something that curled up and over the tub and these don't. And so I'm gonna come up with something for that. So ignore that for this current moment. And then in order to get the tub perfectly level both directions with the new feet, I just need to put like one little felt foot or something right underneath this one. It's like less than 1/4 of an inch. So we stuck a tiny little piece of the felt part of the flooring on it, but we have it perfectly level, both directions. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, so now I need to make the legs gold, but we know that she fits. We know that we got it to be level, and she's glamorous.